Hey, what's up? It's Jonathan Boynton-Lee with ZAlebs.com. It pretty much means you're the face of the brand in South Africa, so you have to, you know, like you would for any brand, you have to be an ambassador for them and set a good example and be aspirational and represent the brand with pride and do them proud. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's a very cool brand to be associated with, and pink's my favorite color, so. It's a tricky gig, you know. A lot of people have auditioned for top billing, a lot of big names. You know, you got to get that balance of being yourself and also being in a certain way for the viewer, and the top billing kind of formula that's been around for so long, one of the longest running shows in the country. You got to stick to that as well without losing too much of yourself. And you know, there's all the other things behind the scenes that are difficult as well. It's one camera, so you've captured your interview, and often the guy you've interviewed now has to leave. And then the camera turns around and you're talking to a wall and recreating that interview, your side of the story. So you got to, that's also tricky. And getting great content out of people you sometimes meet on the spot. I didn't know Anna Wintour was the first time I interviewed her. She called us over and everyone was like, wow, you know who that is. And I didn't know who it was. And I actually told her to wait a second because she was sitting next to Andy Murray and I knew he was from tennis. So I interviewed him first. And she's sitting there waiting for her interview, getting very upset. So I didn't know what to ask her because I didn't know, who she was. So I just asked her a general fashion question and she gave me the most incredible answer. But I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting used to it. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but it would really, I can't imagine doing anything else. Jay was my first celebrity interview when I joined Top Billing, when she was still Charlie on Isidingo. But she just wasn't interested in the beginning. I wasn't her type, or I don't know what the story was. I had to chase her for 3 years before she went out on a date with me. Technically, we went on a few dates, but more like friend dates. But I think it was a date to the planetarium that sealed it, lying underneath the stars, the fake stars. Got her in the mood, and that sealed the deal. What people didn't know is we were going to start our own production company. We had about 3 shows in the works which we were doing together. And because Simba and I were like brothers and best friends in real life, what you saw on screen was a genuine connection and working with each other, and it wasn't forced and fake, and clients and sponsors and people loved that. So it was only a natural thing for us to say, okay, let's start our own little company. Every kind of future plan I had, everything was involving Simba. He was my boy, he was going to do everything with me. And so now to try and, you can never replace someone like that.